moments in history have begun with a question.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
And what kind of hair product does Mitch Moss use? But Follow the Money wants to know.
Do you concur? Concur with that? What, sir? Do you concur?
All right, Pauly Howard. Concentrating on smaller sports or markets is good advice for those getting into sports betting. My examples would be lower level college football or basketball, WNBA player props, etc. Do you concur?
WNBA?
Sure, why not?
Oh, no. With small limits there. But I would say...
for sure. Same thing with player props.
Following a particular conference, I think, is big. Whether it's college, very important college basketball, college football. I think if you're good with a good conference, like, maybe you're a fan of BYU, whatever, just for example, or once they were in the Mountain West back in the day, or the West Coast Conference, and then use that to follow a particular conference, I think you can really make some money there because there's so many damn teams.
I think if you follow the MAC in college football,
that's another good one. Yes.
You can do really well.
I think that's good. Yes, you can do that. Last night, the bigger surprise was what happened in the fourth quarter of Game 1 in the NBA. Not that Colorado had a shutout in a 4-0 final with a backup goalie. Do you concur?
No, I don't.
Well, okay.
I'm stunned that Edmonton was shut out. Stunned. We said on the air yesterday, when you pointed out a team to have a shutout and the game was 10-1, I said I would need much more than that. And I believe I asked you, would you take 30 or 40-1? And we're like, maybe around that number, yeah. But 10-1, I thought was way too low, and it happened.
Yeah.
It happened.
Up 40-16 Celtics, fourth quarter. Tatum, no points.
I would
7
say,
of 7 from 3 to start.
I would say the most stunning part about that was the 7 for 7.
Okay.
Right? And again, down by 15 with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hell of a turnaround.
All right. Fast food. Now, it's supposed to be drive-through, and I get it in a hurry. And I guess a lot of places I still I can't go in and order, and I have to go through the drive-through. But this is how it's going to be. You have to wait. No complaining allowed. And as a result of the pandemic, we have to put up with this. This was yesterday at one Popeyes. They put this up on the door. We are short-staffed today. Please be patient. If you run out of patience, ask for an application. Do you concur? We have to get used to this.
We should be already, should we not be?
Is it still going to continue, though, and go on? It's not going to turn around at any point?
I don't think there's any end in sight.
Really?
No, I think yes, absolutely. I know that you're Mr. You're...
Come on, I'm in a fast
food.
Let's go.
Right?
Yes.
You're a rocket ship all the time, ready to take off. You need to, because you could pull up any given day to any of these spots, and they could be short-staffed. You have no idea. No clue.
If I can't go in, because it's all drive-through related. I mean, get me in and get me out. Don't you think it should be rapid fire?
What if they have one person working? 7 people called in sick, not showing up. How can you, as a human being, possibly expect it to come quick? We showed the pictures at Starbucks 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
50 items waiting there because they're so backed up.
Yeah.
People just tap out and they say, I'm not waiting for another 20 minutes.
Well,
I got to go.
How long are you going to cut costs for, though? I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, if the business is there, it's not like they're hurting for business at Starbucks and Popeyes.
No, I know, but it's
people
also...
want their chicken sandwich and their coffee every day.
I have to admit that I know nothing. I'm not up to this. Are people still, not wanting to do anything?
Well, I don't know, but I'm still seeing tweets about I can't get a drink at a casino. Where are the cocktail servers? They laid them off and they never brought them back, these big corporations.
By the way, I've noticed that a lot lately from, making the rounds, different spots across the city and playing some video poker and some table games. It takes 40 minutes for a cocktail server to come across.
I don't understand.
It's wishful thinking to expect it in a half an hour.
Okay. In honor of Billy the Kid, Billy Chippis. Remember he bet more on Kansas City and didn't hedge. He bet more on Survivor and he won over $1 million. But he told us, I set aside money I'm just going to blow, specifically to blow. So yesterday, the hit at the Golden Gate, the fella from Chicago, and there's the hit, $1.3 million. He triggered the gold spin and then spun and got the jackpot, which I didn't even know was possible. Should he have just money set? He should have money set aside. Well, who knows what the number is, 50, 60,000, but I am just going to light this on fire. Let's live, baby. Do you concur?
Well, yeah, I do, because that's exactly how I would operate. Now, what does he get from hitting this $1.342 million?
That depends.
$650,000?
What did he take? Yeah, I would say that's it. Now, you would have to take the lump sum. I didn't know this was like Megabucks, but it also is IGT, where they come in. Imagine you get that call. I mean, that's why it took so long. I don't know if Mike said that on air or off air.
He did.
But, someone they're assigned to. You get the phone call. Hey, there was a large jackpot. Go verify it
at 3:00 in the morning.
Right. But you get the lump sum. The $1.3 million is if you take installments. And you're a damn fool if you do that. So now what is the lump sum? And then do you just say, take the taxes right then and there?
Yeah.
You can't negotiate this. They send you, as I would know this from experience, they then send you a certified letter in the mail weeks later. Here's your lump sum offer. There you go. Where do we wire the money?
Yes. So if I got $650,000, assuming that's the number, or in the ballpark, right? I would take a set amount and just say, let's have some fun.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm not going to blow all of that, clearly. I mean, I would put
and he should have got
$600,000 away, whatever.
And if he took the lump sum, he would get something last night. I think at some point they would hand him some cash.
Defense will beat offense in the Stanley Cup final. Do you concur? So
no.
Basically what I'm saying is the Eastern Conference is going to win it.
No, I'm going to try. Colorado's a machine. I think they finally get it done. I think Colorado's going to be too much offense, and they will solve Igor and, believe it or not, Vasilevsky. I think Colorado's too good.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Who knows? They might play defense, though. I mean, look what they did to Edmonton. But it worked last night, but I don't think sitting on the lead's a good idea.
Let me throw this one at you, because we are now in the summer months, and usually the World Cup would be starting here pretty soon. But FIFA electing to have this event later on in the calendar year as opposed to the summertime is a great idea. Do you concur?
This is asinine. The corruption. There's corruption in college sports, and then there's the IOC and soccer and FIFA, what they've done here. Now, from a selfish standpoint, I mean, this would have carried us through the summer. Nigel coming out to visit, Nigel on every day would have been fantastic. But you're getting lost during the football season. You're playing these big USA, England's Black Friday. I mean, you're getting lost in important football games going on. And to do this in the weather, which I know was moved, more people died building those stadiums than 9/11. You come in, they would take your passport and wouldn't let you leave.
Yeah.
These people were building the stadiums. The shenanigans, it's just the whole thing is asinine what they did. Yeah. And the timing and how they're doing it with the schedule's lunacy.
I was being facetious. It's clearly one of the dumbest ideas of all time.
Yeah.
Especially, where they're playing it. I mean, come on, guys. What are we doing here? Tom Cruise has the best film resume of our lifetime. Do you concur?
Well, it's going to be strong, but off the top of my head, I'd have to look. Because I know De Niro's going to have a strong resume. Nicholson's going to have a strong resume. And I know he's an absolute animal, but resume standpoint, Kevin Spacey's got a hell of a resume.
Well, so does DiCaprio.
Well, even Spacey, though, played some bit roles. I mean, he's Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
He's in Glengarry Glen Ross in a smaller role. Even when he wasn't the big star, when he was carrying films
I would
like
say
American Beauty and others, he's still in some big-time movies. You know who's got a good resume, believe it or not, is Newman. Newman's been in a lot of big movies. Wayne Knight, guy who played Newman.
Seinfeld was Newman, okay.
Yeah. Samuel Jackson also was another one. He was in Jurassic Park.
He's made too many movies.
You think?
Sam
okay,
Jackson,
that's fair.
But I would go, if you want to go like last 10 to 20 years, who's made better movies than Tom Cruise? Not many people. And I'm telling you again, I'm urging you, Pauly, you have to go see, you have to watch Maverick Top Gun at the theater. You have to. You can't wait for this one to come out.
Pacino had financial issues. That's why he's saying yes to every script. But I would say De Niro's had an incredible run, too, with what he was doing. That's a tough call, though. But that would require a lot of research. But certainly Cruise is right there, though. With
the action movies,
yes,
I would rate a couple of guys ahead of him. But he really flipped this, and every movie he makes now, I think, is pretty much outstanding.
DiCaprio doesn't do enough movies. He takes a long time off. Wolf of Wall Street, Revenant, and then what else can you tell me? Going back to the last few years.
Oh, the last few? No, but if you go back 20 years, it's absolutely peppered with great movies.
Well, didn't he have a time off after Titanic when he blew up? I mean, he takes a lot of time off.
Well, I think he made quite a few, like in the early 2000s, didn't he?
Off the top, I'd have to go back and look, but I thought there was an extended period of time off.
Okay. Christian Bale. He's been in some good ones. Denzel.
Yeah. I'll tell you, he was great in the car movie. Ford versus Ferrari? I enjoyed that.
Never saw it.
You didn't see it?
No.
Damon and Bale. That was very good. I like that.
Up next, Game 1 recap, a Game 2 preview. How did the books adjust the series price? We'll tell you coming up.